Hello, gorgeous soul. Sending you so many good vibes. This week is pretty intense. We've got that retrograde Pluto and Jupiter conjunct, which is exactly the energy that pushed us through from January. But basically, there is a big gateway coming this week. On top of that, retrograde Saturn re-enters Capricorn, and we have a full moon eclipse in Capricorn. Let's see what it's going to do for you. Here's your weekly astrology. Hey, fabulous Gemini, you've gone through quite the transformation and quite an interesting time. And I would imagine there's been huge highs and some lows. And here you are now. Venus is going direct, so you're feeling better in yourself. And you're ready for what's to come this week. And it's big because you've got a return of the energy that was around in January, which is all about major shifts in not only your own life, but in your relationship dynamics. And it's about you coming into your power. And it's about you trusting that, knowing what you have to do to make it, feeling transformed. It's like you've had enough of being powerless. You've had enough of other people giving other people the power, or other people thinking they've got power over you. You're like, no, the time has come to stand in my power. And that is you've got a massive transformation in that area all year. Started in January, it's going to end at the end of December. And then after that, you'll be a new being. You'll be feeling much stronger within yourself. You'll be feeling absolutely empowered, and as if you've cast off a whole ton of insecurity, and you deserve it, and it is your right to be in your power, and it's important for you to be in your power. And it's a massive shift for you where you really believe in yourself and you really believe in what's possible, and you do it. It could actually end up being next year a whole host more abundance in your life than you've ever had, and you're putting the work in now for that to happen. Whether it's sort of brewing in your mind or whether you've started the action, it doesn't really matter. What matters is that you're prepared for this sea of change in your sense of self, and that you're prepared to confront your shadow side and the things that have stopped you feeling in your power, whether that's your sensual power, because I think sensuality does come into this, your power in connection to other people, your power when it comes to being out there in the world. The positive shift is coming for you. Now, on top of that, Saturn, the Lord of responsibility, has gone back into that same energy. Now, Saturn kind of gave us a preview of what's going to happen from 2021 to 2023 over the past. The whole energy is in that area. Now, let me talk about the shadow side, because an eclipse can sometimes bring up the shadow, and the full moon, drags things up from our unconscious. The shadow side of that energy is obsession, addiction to a person, a sort of giving our power away, all things that are primal, our primal buttons being poked. But the positive side of that is being empowered, and also it tends to bring in influential, powerful people into our life. Now, I'm not necessarily talking in the patriarchal way, but it's people that we perceive to be powerful, and they are actually a mirror for us. And you're being urged to step into your power and definitely avoid indulging in things which disempower you. I mean, it's super important not to do that at this time. I mean, obviously, hopefully never do them, but, we all sometimes indulge in things we shouldn't. But this week, really keep your focus on what you want to achieve and what it feels like to be empowered. Think back to times in your life when you have felt empowered. Visualize yourself in the future being powerful. What does power mean to you? Ask yourself all of these questions around the time of the full moon. And it's definitely worth doing a little crystal meditation, light a candle, write a letter to your future self, or from your future self, actually, that's already achieved what you want, and how they went about it. Powerful time to really go deep within and clear out the shadows and embrace the next phase where you are powerful. But yeah, eclipses don't reveal immediately where we're supposed to go. Sometimes secrets come up, certainly intense emotions come up, but then it's as if a veil is lifted and we see everything really clearly in the coming weeks. So it's definitely a powerful week and very intense. If you find yourself feeling a bit insecure or not quite in your power, Do not panic. It's part of the process. You know, journal, release your feelings, talk to somebody very kind of close to your heart, because trust me, you are coming into your power. Let's look at what the tarot have to say. If you're not into the tarot, I will see you next week. And if you are, let's have a little shuffle to see if there's any tarot wisdom for your week ahead. Gemini, Gemini, Gemini. Gemini, Gemini, Gemini. Let's see. Okay, Gemini, the first card is the King of Pentacles. It's important to ground yourself this week, to go after your desires, but also to use your intuition, because you've got the High Priest here. There is a sense of trusting your intuition to build your dreams and to become the ruler of your life and your future and your destiny. There's lots of people around you this week. Whether that's literally or on Zoom or in a socially distanced way, I don't know. But there seems to be all sorts of energies coming in that are inspiring you. If you find that people are needing you too much, not giving you the space because you're taking so much responsibility for everyone else, try and let yourself off the hook. Try and find space within carrying other people's burdens and being the one responsible for everyone else. Take the time out for you. Very, very important this week. You might feel as if you're in limbo, but being in limbo, the Hangman, is an illusion. Everything is going on under the surface. You've planted the seeds and they're sprouting. You just can't reap the harvest straight away. You've got the Queen of Swords here. There may be a really sort of intellectually stimulating conversation where you're standing in your truth and you're cutting through the crap and finding your balance again. So you might have to kind of, truly be you, as it were. But this week is the potential for you to start to understand that being in your power is your divine right. Take care, gorgeous. Do visit me on Instagram at Michele Knight. I would love to see you there. And I really mean that. Take care, babe. Hi, gorgeous. Before you go, check out my new film on my fabulous psychics. A lot of people ask me for readings. I don't do them anymore, but for over 20 years, I've had an award-winning team of psychics that I truly hand-pick. So check out the film, let me know what you think.
The purpose of a reading, I feel, is very much to inspire people and to empower people.
It's about hope. It's about guidance.
Using a phone or being with you, it will be the same, because the matter is spiritual.
It's very important for me that the client feels spirit with them. So it was a psychic reading.
I don't remember the readings right after, because it's not myself giving that, it's actually coming from spirit.
And it is a bit like a three-way conversation. I've got the person on the phone, I've got me, and I've got another voice that's telling me things.
I even shock myself, things that I come up with, and I think, how did I get that?
I'm channeling messages only for one purpose, to help people.
It's been able to help somebody have a map back to where they've got lost from.
My priority is to connect to your truth and have the best life that you can have.
I think in my readings people feel a sense of a safe space where they can really be themselves, let go.
You need a feeling of being understood, because reading should be empowering.
I will make sure when the reading is finished that you're happy with everything.
I couldn't do anything else. It's part of who I am. It's what I came here for, obviously.
And when they come back and tell you they've got their dream job or the love of their life, that really makes me feel like I'm valued.
I love to hear a sigh of relief. A lot of weight has been lifted off their shoulders.
We have the answers that we are looking for within ourselves. I know I have the tools to help you.
Everything begins and ends with you.